Hey everyone, it's the Jokester here, back for another video. Been a little bit since y'all saw me. And we have an unboxing today, and this is kind of a big special one that I've been waiting for. Came from Canada, from an eBay seller called ilikePS2s. I bought a PS2 that is modded to play tons of PS2 and PS1 games. So hopefully this all works out, because it was kind of a big investment. But with PS2 games going up, PS1 games getting really expensive, PS3 games getting expensive, you know, I just figured I'd invest in this, because instead of trying to buy every single game, ones that are like really expensive, like the $600 games like Human and Rule of Rose or whatever, I can just play them this way without having to break the bank. So we're going to open this up and check it out. Big shout out to the seller. Thank you for being so responsive, answering all my questions, talking to me for couple of weeks while we work things back and forth, and shipping out so quickly. So yeah, let's hop to it. So this is what we got on the inside. Sorry about the flash, it's really dark in here. I'm kind of filming this at night, so yeah, put a lot of this stuff in here. Looks like it's packed really well. See what this is. So it is indeed one of the 2 terabyte PS2 drives. I believe there's like 3 or 4 of those in here that are full to the brim with games. So that's good. I did provide a custom list for him. Try to get some games that I wanted. Try to get some games with English translation. So we got like 3 or 4 of these, and he packed them really well. Look how much packing that is. So we're gonna set those aside, and then we're gonna get out the PS2. So here are all the drives. Just figured I'd show those off right there. So there's that. And now for the PS2. Ooh boy, look at that PS2. Look at that. Been a while since I had a fat, and that looks clean. That looks pretty sparkling clean. So yeah, let's get this out. Before we get to the cream of the cream, can we just look at all the packing? Like, look at this. Look at this. Yeehaw! There's so much. He packed this so well. It's amazing. Now let's take a look at this PS2. It looks pretty clean, all in all, for the most part. As this, a lot of people do not have that right there. Obviously, it also has the adapter on the back for the hard drive, which is going to be the hack. The vent looks fairly clean to me, and all the ports look nice. So all in all, I think this is pretty freaking clean. Good looking PS2 to me. So there's that. Now let's look at the accessories we have. With the PS2, of course, we have the original cords. They all look like they're in really good condition to me. Nothing bad, no bad ports or anything like that. 128 megabyte memory card, that is huge. I only have like 8. It's factory sealed, which is kind of nice. Probably not an official one, because it doesn't say Sony on it anywhere. But that's pretty cool. I don't even know if I want to open that. So, haven't seen a memory card in a package like that in a long time, so that's pretty cool. And we got the official PS2 controller. Sticks feel tight, not loose. Button feel good. Triggers feel nice. Start and select feel good. Yeah, everything looks pretty pristine on this controller. Aside from being dirty and everything, but you know, that just comes with a used system. Ports in there look pretty good to me. All the pins don't look like bent or anything. So yeah, now all to do is to hook this up, put in one of the drives, and go from there. And we will be gaming on pretty much all of the PlayStation library over there with those 3 drives. So, yay to that. So anyways, we're going to pull off this back right here, and then we're going to put in one of those drives right there to test this out. So let's do that and see how it goes. So here is the SATA. We just plug in everything right there, and yeah, put this in there. I'm going to slide in the PS2 Part 1 and put it right in there and see how that goes. Now, he didn't really tell me how to properly store these, so I guess I'm just going to have to figure it out. Gently take it out, and I see a board right there, so I guess... Oh, so you slide it in like that, and then you just, oops, kindly rest it, and then you kind of just, oops, I guess push it in there. It obviously looks like it's loading something, so once this is done booting up, we'll go from there and check everything out. So as you can see, we've got box art right here in the drive, all these games, which is freaking awesome. This seller went the extra mile, included box arts. This is something that takes an extra step to do, but this is pretty freaking cool, if I do say so myself. So let's try out one of these games. Just look at all this list of games. This is crazy. Look at that. Devil May Cry games, Digimon, Dragon Ball. So many games to choose from. So here's one of the games that I wanted to try, because this game is like $250 plus or something. So I wanted to try it out, which is cool. Look at that. It even tells you how much you played it. So I'm going to run this. We'll see what happens. Oh, it glowed there for a second. Kind of scared the crap out of me. I thought it was going to break or ruin my TV. Wow. Okay. So it's booting up. It's working. Wow. I'm playing Obscure. This is so cool. Wow. So yeah, I'm playing a fantastic, awesome, expensive game for the price of what it costs to buy this console and these 3 drives. We even got something cool like a build of Super Mario 64 that will run on your PS2.
Hello!
So this is pretty cool, just to show that I'm not... This is really, 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 really freaking cool. So, big shout out to the seller for hooking me up with this this PS2 with all these drives loaded with all these games. I don't know if every game will work 100%. I do see that Mario 64 has some screen tearing at the top, but it's not originally supposed to be running on a PS2. So it's going to have some glitches and issues. But overall, this is awesome because now I can play all these PS2 games. I would have never got to play the games that go for like $600 freaking dollars for a physical copy because scalpers are insane. Now I can play them, and for what I paid, I mean, I'm saving myself tons of money in the long run. This way, I can play these games, find out the games that I really, really enjoy, really, really love, and then if I want to go out and buy a physical copy of that on the third party market, I can when I build up enough money, but to know that I can still play the game and still keep physical copies minty if I do buy them, or keep them stored in a safe place, is just awesome. I'll probably back up these games on a bigger hard drive once I figure out how to do all that and extract them from these drives. But all in all, I'm really happy with my purchase. Um, he did forget to include the original backing on the PS2, which isn't such a big deal because the PS2 is really really clean and really really nice. But yeah, the seller is I like PS2s, and he's a really nice guy. He was really helpful. He's answered every single message that I have sent. Like, you couldn't ask for a better seller. Packed it well. Came all the way from Canada, which is just awesome. I'm just really happy with this because now I can play all these PS2 games, all these PS1 games, and I don't have to go out and fork over a lot of cash, because when you live on a tight budget like me, we don't get a lot of money every month. And I know it may seem like I have a lot of money because I always do all these unboxings and video games, but I really don't. I really don't. There's some months where I'm scraping by. But now I can really be more picky about what I pick up, what I add to my collection. I feel like it's important to preserve these video games. And when you got scalpers and resellers and hoarders buying up what limited physical copies there are out there and jacking up the price to where no person with a reasonable or with a low budget can actually afford them, like Kunin and Rule of Rose and all these other expensive PS2 games, or all the RPGs on PS1, it's really rough. It's really hard, and these companies are not re-releasing these games anymore. They don't care about them. What came out on the PS1 came out on the PS2. They don't care unless it's something like Resident Evil or a Final Fantasy. For the most part, you're not going to see those games be released on another platform. You're not going to see Kuhn and Rule of Rose and Haunting Ground or Clock Tower or any games like that get a re-release. Oh, I don't even know if we'll ever see Lunar 1 and 2 get a re-release, or any of those other RPGs making a comeback or getting a sequel or getting a remake so that people can actually enjoy them. I'm surprised they're bringing Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne from the PS2 back. I'm surprised we got the .hack GU games on a modern platform. I wish they would do more of that, because a lot of these games are really expensive, and they're only going to get more expensive as time goes on. So doing something like this with a fat PS2, even if it may cost you a lot of money, because I think this cost around $360 something for me, even though that was a lot of money, the fact that the first Obscure game is like $250 not in complete condition, and like $300 to $400 for a complete copy. I just bought a PS2 with all these hard drives filled to the brim of games, and I didn't have to go out and literally fork over a whole month worth of money for one game just to have it physical. I'm all for physical copies, but when it is out of your budget and it's not reasonable to purchase it, then, or it's going to cost as much as going out and buying a PS5 or something like that, or a new TV, or something more important you need for your home, then it's better to just do what I did here. So I really thank the seller for helping me out, and he's got other things that he's selling. If you already have a fat PS2 and you just want the drives that already have free McBoot on them and already have the games loaded up and have the box arts for those games, you can just buy drives from him You can give him custom lists, and he will cater it to what you like to play, so you don't get just a bunch of shovelware games or sports titles. He also has a friend that does similar things, and it's really cool. I'll probably buy from him again if there are any other systems that he has up that he does the same thing with, like an Xbox or a PS3 or whatnot. Because I have tried to modify a PlayStation Classic and finding all the ROMs and getting all the games and then uploading them with my slow ass internet takes forever. Forever. So, finding somebody that I can pay the money to get the console, to get all these things preloaded that already has the drive, so I'm not going out and buying all this stuff to do it myself and save myself a whole ass load of time. I would just rather do that, because that way I can spend more time playing these games, enjoying these games, and having fun than having to do all this myself. So yeah, highly recommend the seller. I will put a link in the description to his eBay page. You can check him out. Once again, thank you, man. Appreciate it. I'm going to be playing an ass load of games for a very good while and really enjoying the PS2's full library and even some imported games that we didn't get to play. So I'm really excited. And I just can't wait. I know my friend, she's going to be really excited to play a lot of these games, especially Obscure, because she always wanted that game, wanted to play it, and now she can do that. So yeah, this is awesome. And until next time, this is Jokester, signing out. See ya, and happy gaming.